and you wanted to see inside this van. This is a Besicari 560 called Twat. There you go, there's the front. Both seats swivel, but I only ever swivel my seat, the passenger seat, Pat's seat, if you like. Coming back, there's the table, which I modified. There's pretty Pat sat at the table. He just had his breakfast. We're just about to do a video. And there's the other side there, opposite the dining area. Come further back. There's the door, which you can't see for all the coats. And that's stuff that I roll down over the door
when it's
really cold at night. There's the fridge that we were talking about before. This is the kitchen. There's the coffee percolator, one of Pat's favourite items. Microwave. The sink, cupboard under the sink. You've got a gas hob with one electric hob on it. Microwave there. A cupboard. There are all there's cups and saucers and plates in there. Down there we've got an oven and a grill and a cupboard underneath. That's his wardrobe. I'm sure you don't want to see that, it's just got his clothes hung up in it. That's the bedroom here. There's the TV. That's one of Pat's favourite objects. And that's a light, speaker light, where we hook the TV up to. And it's got a really good quality sound as that, and it changes colour. It's nice. And here's the bathroom. Put a light on in here. When you come into the bathroom, you've got the mirrors, the sink, cupboards under the sink. That's where you stand when you're there, having a wash. Then in the middle is the shower. You see that there? And this all closes off. Just a minute, I'll take these down. Show you what I mean. These close off. I won't do it all together. Right. These close off to make this your shower compartment where I'm standing now. This is the shower, and it's completely separate. The toilet spins round. There's your toilet, rubbish bin, that spins round there, and there's a cupboard for all this stuff that we use for getting washed with and showered. A light above it that don't shine at all, Pat says. She had to get that in. And there you are. That is our home. That's what it's called. Morning everybody.
Morning.
We'll just pull that down a touch. A bit glary.
Is that better?
I think it's okay that. Well, you've just seen the van. I showed you around the van as you requested, and you've just seen the beginnings of where we went yesterday. That's coming up at the end of this video. Our trip.
Yeah, very nice.
Out yesterday. It was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, weather were nice as well.
Graham and Wendy took us out again. We would never have seen these places if it hadn't been for Graham and Wendy.
No, we won't.
The lane that we went down yesterday to get to that place was really narrow, so we would never have done it. Yeah, and I'd also like to thank Leach and Owner for subscribing to my Patreon page. You might be surprised to hear that I have a Patreon page, but believe it or not, I had a Patreon page before I had a YouTube channel. But nobody ever subscribed to it. So I've hardly put any footage on it in the past. I haven't done much with it at all. But Lee has subscribed and has encouraged me to mention it. And so what is also encouraged me to add some footage which won't be on YouTube. If you wanted to subscribe to it, it's £1 a month, and I'll put odd bits and pieces. I don't swear to put it up every day like I do on YouTube. But yeah, thank you. Anyway,
Thank you.
Yeah, that is that.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going anywhere today.
I'm just going to open the window. It's
Yeah,
getting a
it is.
bit hot.
It is getting hot. I think we're going to hang around today. We're sort of winding down, getting ready to leave. Been here 6 weeks. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was just thinking to myself, you know, what would we say if people said, would you go back? I'm not coming down on this site.
No.
In any way.
But it's a lovely site.
It's a lovely site.
Yeah.
We've enjoyed
Being
being here. I think Graham and Wendy have really made our stay very special.
Made it seem like an holiday really, instead of just being out.
Yeah, they made a lot of difference to it. We do get on with them really well. So, and the area is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll be sorry to get back into the throng in England. You know, it's quiet. I mean,
A bit quieter.
that place we went to yesterday. It was Sunday afternoon, and it was
there were hardly anybody
there, was there? Beautiful place. We had it more or less had it to a sense.
Yeah.
You won't get that in England.
No.
So you know, really great. The site is first class. It's just it don't suit me, and it don't suit Pat.
No.
You've run out of videos just about.
Well, ones I wanted to watch. Yeah.
We found out yesterday there were 18 people on this site with what do they call them? Them Amazon thingy bob sticks.
Fire stick.
Fire sticks.
Yeah.
So people know you can't get telly in here. So they've all got fire sticks.
Yeah.
Graham
Graham has.
and Wendy have a fire stick. So they were watching stuff, no problem. They watched what they wanted. I bet we were only Charlies on here that were just watching wretched. Well, I wasn't watching wretched ITV at BBC. I don't think you were.
I've been watching Film 4 one.
Film 4.
Yeah. Occasionally.
That's our bugbear. But everybody's got round that. But I don't want you have to pay a monthly thing. But on the telly in our room at Tracy's, it has a fire stick in it. Whether we could fetch that with us in future, I don't know. But then how many sites do we go to normally that have Wi-Fi? Because you need Wi-Fi for that. I don't know. Anyway, what were you going to say, Darren?
We could just carry it with us just in case.
I suppose we could, as long as nobody back at Tracy's were using it. Yeah, that's that. Covered that.
That breeze is nice.
It is, yeah. And this is a letter from Pat. For all you new subscribers, Pat and I wrote 300 letters to one another when we were courting in the 60s. And those 300 letters I have transcribed into books. This is one of them. And we're going through them one at a time. A letter every day. And this one was written by Pat on the 5th of January 1967. I'm glad you didn't get caught sleeping on duty. You must be getting very smart. And I've wrote here, getting smart I wasn't. It was very risky. Sometimes in the middle of the night the orderly officer comes round to check on the guard to make sure you're wandering round. So I was lucky that I did make a little video about it before, but I did keep in a personnel carrier, and I took an alarm with me and set it for 10 or 15 minutes before my stag ended, and it was pitch black in this personnel carrier. It were all made out of metal, and when this alarm went off, it sounded like a fire engine.
Frightened him to death.
I couldn't find it in the dark. You know, I was groping round trying to find it in the dark to turn it off, and it just seemed to go on forever. And I just thought somebody's sure to have heard that. I gingerly opened the door and looked outside, and there was nobody about. So I did get away with it, but some blokes did get caught sleeping on guard and got on a fizzer, so it was a very risky thing to do. I never did it again after that. Sweetheart, don't you think it's a lot of money, £2 10 shillings, to pay to come home for the weekend? Not that I didn't want you to come, because I do, more than anything in the world.
That were me.
Yeah, typical Pat. Well, I put here, as a single bloke, I think I earn £9 a week. So it's hard to believe now, £9 a week, isn't it? So £2 10 out of £9 was a fair chunk of money. But I wonder what percentage of a soldier's pay it'd be today. A bus ride from Bovington to Leeds. Yeah, I don't know.
Quite a lot, I should think.
Yeah. But I did make that journey every weekend. I never missed one. Give Frank my congratulations, and I hope he is happy with his girlfriend. Do you know if he is marrying her just because of the baby, or would he have married her anyway?
I think he would have married her anyway.
Yeah, I think he would. But it's true, in them days, when you got a girl in the family way, as we used to call it, you were expected to marry her.
I would think, especially in Germany.
Yeah, I put here that when Michael Caine released his first film, Alfie, it was a very scandalous film at the time. Yeah, it was. Trevor, is Frank getting married in Germany or somewhere else? As I hear weddings in Germany are pretty good.
Oh, where had I heard that from?
I have no idea.
No, I haven't.
I don't know about weddings in Germany. I also am thinking of you, but I am thinking of your next leave. Never mind October, that will come later. October is when we plan to get engaged. Darling, I am a little worried because you know that letter in which you said you had talked to Frank. Well, Mum said I should rip it up, so I think she has read it. And if she has, she might think we have done something wrong. What do you think I should do?
I don't know.
So, we also think she was reading my letters. I don't know what I said. Well, it'll be in the letter.
In the next letter,
It'll be in the letter, but I didn't put I didn't put all the, you know, very fruity bits in here. They're personal to us, aren't they?
We never got really fruity.
We never. Well, you put it here.
Yeah.
We were afraid of the consequences. This led us to draw a line, and though we were tempted to cross it, at this time in our relationship we had not. But Pat's mum was convinced we had. Indeed, all our family believed Pat was pregnant when we got married, which she was not. We were married 4 years before we had Tracy, weren't we?
Yeah.
The time is now 1 o'clock. We have just finished our dinner and my hair does not look too bad. In fact, I think my fringe has grown. I am now listening to Any Way That You Want Me by the Trogs.
Oh, I used to like the Trogs.
You did, yeah. Yeah. Any Way That You Want Me.
Oh, on the radio.
On the radio, all right. I think it's a good song, but then all the Trogs songs are great. You liked them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm now going to clean the bedroom, so if I think of anything while I'm doing it, I will put it in later. The time is now 3:45. Mum has just come in, but she sounds a bit queer. Not that she is ever okay. Anyway, love, that's all for now. Lots of love from your Pat. P.S. I love you and thanks for the pic of the ark, but I can't say I like it.
Picture of ark.
The tank that I drove. She didn't like my ark.
Oh.
You used to call it the baby.
The baby, yeah. Trevor's baby. That's it, is it? For the letters?
That's it for today, for the letters.
Have you noticed he's got John Lennon on him?
I don't know if
Stand up a little bit. Oh, yeah. It's a John Lennon t-shirt. Isn't it, love? You like John Lennon, didn't you?
I did. When he got killed, I did a drawing of him. It was a bit like that.
Well,
I think it was in the headline in the newspaper.
Yeah.
That I did the drawing from, and I actually think this might be it.
Might be it, yeah. Yeah. Well, you went to London, didn't you?
No, Liverpool.
No, Liverpool.
To the funeral.
To the funeral.
Well,
procession.
It was a memorial service.
Yeah.
At the St George's Hall. Yeah, I went to that on my motorbike and sidecar.
Yeah.
Oh. That were because at that time I only had a 250, I think, motorbike and sidecar.
Oh, the little maroon one?
The little maroon one.
All right.
And I hadn't passed my test, so I couldn't go on the motorway. And when I left Liverpool trying to come back to Leeds, couldn't find my way. There were no sat-nav then. Every time I took this road, it took me to the motorway, and I kept coming round, diverting off, and I'd keep coming back to it. And in the end, I took a risk and drove on the motorway as a learner. I couldn't find my way back otherwise. But it was night. I think it was early hours of morning.
Right.
So I drove on the motorway as a learner driver that day. Yeah.
Naughty.
Right.
Anything else?
You got anything you want to add to this stimulating conversation,
I don't
darling?
think so. I added the t-shirt, little bits.
Yeah, and thank you to all our new subscribers.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy the channel. It's sort of like this, bit of a it's not all travelling around and that. It's chatting and doing a bit of travelling, and we tend to stay not 6 weeks, but we do tend to stay on little CL sites, not as posh as this. We couldn't afford to stay on here normally.
No.
But we got a good deal up to on here, so that's why we're here. Anyway, what were you going to say, darling?
Can't remember.
Okay. Right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
There's a lot of information in here. If you want to read all that. Yeah. So this is Rydar Waterfall.
Excuse me. Along the road.
It's a kissing gate, so...